project number 3 out of the Competent Communicator Manual. His objectives are to select a speech topic and determine its general and specific purposes, organize the speech in a manner that best achieves those purposes, ensure the beginning, body, and conclusion reinforce the purposes, project sincerity and conviction and control any nervousness you may feel. Strive not to use notes. His speech is 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you.
Michael. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to introduce Mr. Liam Jaferian with his speech, Choosing the Right Business Entity.
Some of you may one day want to start your own businesses, or some are probably do have your own businesses, and you may want to choose the entity you report your businesses on to different type of entities. There are several entities we can choose: sole proprietorship, corporations, LLCs, partnerships. There are complex rules and requirements to be eligible for the different type of entities that we might choose. Let's start with sole proprietorship. It's very simple. However, there must be one owner. You do not have any limit on your liability. If you are negligent in business and you have sole proprietorship, they can sue you for your personal assets. However, it requires very little administrative work. Also, unlike corporations, you must pay yourself. You do not have to pay yourself reasonable compensation when you are running a business as sole proprietorship. Partnership, again, it has unlimited liability. And it's very dangerous, because if you have partners and one of the major partners, or what we call is general partner, gets an agreement with a supplier or a creditor, all of the general partners are liable. You cannot say to the creditor, oh, I did not sign the documents. You are the general partner as well. If, however, you are a limited partner, your risk will be limited to the investments that you have already made. That's it. They cannot come after you for negligence. Also, you cannot transfer your partnership interest easily to another partner. All of the partners must agree before you decide to leave the partnership. We have corporations, regular corporation. Again, it's very complex. You must keep separate records for the corporation. Never commingle your personal expenses with the corporate expenses. If you do, the IRS may pierce the veil of the corporation and may assess significant penalties to you for doing so. However, there is transferability of the interest. Unlike a partnership, you can sell your stocks easily without taking the advice or permission of the other shareholders. But in a regular corporation, there is double taxation. You can avoid this double taxation by selecting an S corporation. But there are rules. First, you cannot have more than 100 shareholders. All shareholders must be U.S. residents or U.S. citizens. There can be only one type of stocks. Let's say there are 4 doctors. They came together and decided to form a corporation. Of course, it will be beneficial for them to select the S status, because there won't be any double taxation. Suppose they made $400,000 and each must distribute their profits according to the shares that they have. Suppose one gets $90,000 and the others $100,000 each. If the IRS audits that corporate tax return, they will say, this election, S status election, is revoked. You revoked it involuntarily. So this is now a regular corporation, COF double taxation, one at corporate level, one on personal level. There are other rules too in an S corporation. You cannot have more than 25% of your activities from passive activities. In other words, let's say they purchase this building and they are generating $500,000 as rental income, and they generated about $1 million in regular activities that they are in. Again, they revoked the corporation's S election involuntarily. It becomes a regular corporation. It's very dangerous. We have to think about everything when we start a business. So I would recommend that you, before you start the business election of the entities you are going to report with, you consult with competent accountant to tell you what's good for you, what's good for the organization. On your handouts, you will see the different taxation that entities will end up paying, provided if they made $200,000 as income. As you can see, the regular corporation pays $63,000. S corporation ends up paying $48,000, like partnership. Sole proprietorship pays almost the same as a regular corporation. There is significant savings if you elect the proper type of entity you want to report your income to. So consult a competent accountant and think about everything. Thank you.